What's up, guys? AJ here from TeamOverKill. Just want to do a recap video on last night's UFC fight night. If you guys haven't seen it, it was Mark Hunt versus Frank Mir. I did the post-fight review first. I told you guys, don't blink your eye. It just ended just like that. Just getting back to the fight, the first round, definitely it was kind of awkward because I think Frank Mir was afraid of he might get hit with that right hand. Which ultimately ended that night for him. I think, to me personally, I think Frank Mir was kind of overweight. I don't know if you guys saw what I saw. He wasn't in fighting condition. He was really flabby looking. He wasn't in fighting condition, I don't think. Because I think he was trying to put on weight. Maybe he would, figure he could take out, put a little bit more weight so he could take that hit. But not too many people could take a hit from Mark Hunt. And he's the knockout walkout king, that's what they call him, Super Samoan. And like what I said, the first round was pretty jittery for Frank Mir. He was really cautious when he was fighting Mark Hunt. As you guys could tell, he was like trying to take him down to the ground. But Frank Mir is a bigger man. He's 6'3", 260 plus pounds, and Mark Hunt's 5'10". For a bigger guy trying to shoot in on the smaller guy, it's harder to take a smaller guy down, especially trying to grab his legs. As you're trying to angle, and pretty much he wasn't cutting no angles too. He was just coming straight forward. And Mark Hunt is like I said, he was a K1 Grand Prix champion. He's like I said, one of the best in stand-up, especially with kickboxing. Like I said, in 2001, he was the Grand Prix champion as well. But you got to give credit to Frank Mir as well. He's been fighting in this sport for a very long time, and he fought the best of the best. I think it's just time for him just to leave the sport. And I think it's just when he took that one hit from Mark Hunt, you could just tell he was just out of it, man. And just Mark Hunt says, you know what, forget it, he's done. He's not getting up. He just started walking away. That's Mark Hunt's thing. It's pretty much like, once I touch you, I know you ain't coming back for that, and that's what happened. But anyways, like I even predicted, like I said, Mark Hunt's gonna get the KO. But definitely, you can't take anything away from Frank Mir. Like I said, he's been two-time world heavyweight champ for UFC, and like I said, being 2 times, that says a lot, So, but anyways, let's go down to the undercard. Hector Lombard and Neil Magny. Man, that fight was crazy. And like I said, Hector Lombard, he's a fast starter. The first round, I thought the ref was going to stop it. And like I said, he pretty much hit him with these hard shots. And Neil Magny was feeling it. He was up against the wall. He's getting like crushed. And, the first round, if the ref would have stopped it, I thought he was taking a lot of punishment. But he was defending himself really well. But I thought, the ref was going to stop it. But for the most part, the ref let it kept going. So, eventually, what ended up happening to Hector Lombard, he gassed himself out. Because, he's a big dude for 170, you know what I mean? He walks around. Just look at his body frame, man. He's just like short, stocky, muscular. And, he pretty much was punching himself out. And it's pretty much it. When you have big muscles on a tiny body frame like his, I'm not saying he's tiny, but what I'm saying, he, for the size and the mass, you need a lot of oxygen to carry all those muscles, especially, just going in the first round, going all out. Neil Magny, I got to give him credit. He has a lot of heart. He refused to tap out, refused to give up. He kept fighting through the first round. And, he eventually made it, saved by the bell. Second round comes out. You could just tell Hector Lombard was already gassed out. Neil Magny kept him on the outside, which was his game plan, to keep him out there because, he's a longer fighter. He's 6'3", and he's fighting at 170 pounds. So, I don't know exactly what he walks around in, but he's 6'3", man. A 6'3" body frame and you're fighting at 170, that's a lot of weight cut you're cutting. But anyways, I think his conditioning was way better than Hector Lombard's conditioning. Second round, Neil Magny, pretty much you could tell he took over, is hitting him from the outside, keeping his distance. He got hit a few times too. He landed back on his back. Then Hector Lombard messed up when he tried to go for a knee bar. Then after that was pretty much a wrap. Neil Magny just jumped on him, just held him there, grounded and pounded him. I thought the referee was going to stop that one. But he let the first one go, so I thought the second round, okay, you know what? I see, he could have stopped the first round. So he let them fight through the second round with the ground and pound. Then you could just tell he was saved by the bell now. It's kind of like reverse roles. Third round come, you could just tell Hector was out of it already. He was just flat-footed. Neil Magny caught him with a few punches, took him down to the ground and just ground and pound him. Then, just pretty much, just put him down, just held him there, mounted him and just started raining them some heavy punches. If not, just pretty much took over the fight, and he won that. So I gotta give Neil Magny credit. He's a veteran in the sport. He's been fighting for a while too. That's a big win for him. Fighting a guy in the top 10 and actually beating him. Hector Lombard's not like an easy task to beat. He's never been finished, never been submitted. Like I said, Neil Magny was the first one to finish him. But anyways, like I said, last night there was a couple other undercards too. You guys can watch all the replay on I guess UFC.com. So check it out. But like I said, congratulations to Mark Hunt and Neil Magny. Definitely it was an exciting fight last night. So all right, hopefully you guys like the fight recap. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me your comments. Let me know, the next couple fights that's coming out. They get some big fight. They have Junior Dos Santos versus Ben Rothwell. That's coming up as well, and that's free on Fox Sports 1. So I'll review that as time gets closer. And like I said, leave me your comments. Let me know what you guys think about last night's fight. So, all right, thanks.